Hi, Jack Bennett here. Welcome to the lesson. Today I'm going to show you the beat that I was just playing then, which was another layered beat. So today I'm continuing on with the layered concept. So unlike linear drumming, which is where you only ever play one drum or one voice on any given subdivision, with a layered beat you can play as many as you like, well up to four, using the four limbs. So I'm going to be playing something that's probably in the sort of the funk fusion style, and I'm going to be using the hi-hat, snare drum and bass drum. So three voices are quite often landing at the same time. So I'll just go through what I'm doing individually with each part. With the hi-hat, I'm just playing, once again, the same figure as I was playing in the last introduction to layered beats video, where I'm playing 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Once again, shoulder of the stick on the edge of the hi-hats for the accents, the downbeats, that gets me a thick sound, and tip of the stick on the top of the hi-hat for the and-a, that gets me a thinner, softer sound. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. So always going for sound contrast. The edge of the hi-hat sounds different to the top of the hi-hat, and also dynamic contrast. That really adds the depth to the groove, the light and shade, when we have the soft notes and the loud notes. So with the snare drum, I'm only playing a backbeat on beat 4. I'm not playing a backbeat on beat 2. It's sort of a different feel. The bass drum is playing 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. A 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. A 1. So it's like, if this is the pulse, it's like, okay, and then I'm filling in some ghost notes around that. So the hands are like, you can even put a bass drum note on 3E and A just before beat 4 as well if you like. Okay, so that's another layered beat. Once again, the three things that you have to make sure when you play any layered beat, make sure that when you are landing, multiple voices at the same time, that they land exactly at the same time. So like if I'm hitting here and here and here, it's got to be one sound. Chunk. Tiniest split, the tiniest little flam can really ruin the groove if you get like, or those sorts of things. They really kill the groove. So it's really hard to do, and you want to take things when you're just first learning it, take it extremely slow, like really deliberate, like that sort of thing, and then gradually over the weeks build it up, maybe 5 or 10 beats per minute faster every week. But don't come roaring out of the gates, particularly with something like this, because the patterns are so busy and so dense. It can sound really monotonous, and it won't have much light and shade if you're sort of stumbling through and everything's becoming too loud and whatnot. You've really got to pay attention to getting these really soft notes, both on the snare drum and the hi-hat. So, working with your accents on the edge of the hats with the shoulder stick, and your rim shots or your half strokes or whatever you're doing for an accent, versus your ghost notes. The ghost note should be about 2 centimeters from the drum. Remember that, okay? So you've got your try not to split, remember your internal dynamics, and remember to get your different sound contrasts. Okay, that's another layered beat.